Welcome to another episode of Timber Critters. This month I get some private ground deer stands hung and get some velvet footage of some deer. So hopefully you enjoy it. Well, it's that time of year again. Putting up my tree stands. I'm on a piece of private ground. And doing some little sweat equity. I had a deer stand in this tree last year, so it was pretty easy to set up. I just cut one more shooting lane through this cedar tree here. But this is where I got the picture of the big one last year, so gotta put this stand back up. So off to the next one. So I just got done putting up the second stand on this piece of private ground. And last year, this is the stand that I had the two nice 10 points come by, and the one come right underneath me, and this used to be the gap that he crossed. Well, it's only 5 yards from my tree, and I decided that's just way too close. So I barricaded this spot and moved down another, 8 yards or so, and now I've got this gap in the fence. This was just a giant multiplier rose bush, so I cut that out and drug it out, and then there's a spot that would be about 25 yards from my tree, which is too far for me to shoot with my longbow, that they could have been crossing. So I just piled the multiplier rose bush right there to block that gap. So now I've got the deer kind of funneled down to this really nice, what I think is nice, hopefully the deer think so too, fence crossing. So about all the thing left is to trim a couple tree branches, I think, and I'll climb up and take a gander, and this spot should be ready to go. Old crossing, new crossing. So since I have I hunt a lot of public ground, I don't use screw-in steps. So instead of buying just a 20-foot stick, which I've got a few, and hunt out of a few, I like to buy these little sections. And this tree is a prime example why I buy these little sections. And if you look up this tree, it is not even close to straight. This is probably the most extreme example I've got for a deer stand, but I just kind of go on the outside top of the tree as it curves and try to follow as much as I can, because I like to keep the steps parallel with the ground, so I'm not slipping off of it and misstepping and falling. I've got the safe lines, which I'm really glad I invested in some of them last year. But I get up as high as I feel like I need, where the tree straightens back out, where I can get my platform fairly level, and that's all I get. This tree's got a lot of cover, so I'm only maybe right at 22 feet in the air. And this crossing I just made's about 15 yards, and I think I'm good to go. Won't come back until deer season. So this is our food plot, or our clover plot. This is the very first year. This is prime. This is what your clover plots should look like. If you do everything right, you'll get results like this, and it is spectacular.
Do you want this one?
Thanks for watching another episode of Timber Critters. Next month is some last minute preparations for this upcoming season. So hope to see you then.